Chameleon came about from an idea that from the variety show, the adult variety show that they had at the Grand Theatre like last January, and we felt that we could do that with young people. So what we decided to do was put it to the Mental Health Champions Network. Mental Health Champions Network is a group of people from lots of different agencies and schools who are all concerned with promoting mental health of the young people that they're working with. So in one of the network meetings I put it to the network, and straight away Rachel and Keely said they'd be interested in taking the idea forward. So met up initially with Rachel, didn't we, here at Bar Music, and we looked at how that would fit in with the young leaders group that you run.
So me and Wendy met in the summer term and decided that we would use a young leaders group who met regularly at More Music in the autumn term to plan the event in December.
We had a few young people from our group, the Prop Up Project, that were really interested, so I spoke to Rachel and Wendy to see if it'd be possible for us to get involved, and then we came down to the young leaders meetings every week, and the group worked together really well. They to plan and decide and come up with the idea and generally organise it, which I think was really good to be able to give them that opportunity.
Something that worked really well about our partnerships is that people could get involved at lots of different levels as well. So Wendy and Keely came along to the sessions and supported them, and Sam came from CAMS and from the Lancashire Youth Challenge, but then people could get involved like in the performance element. On the night, some young people just came and did the tech like closer to the event, so there's lots of opportunities to get involved.
Chameleon as an event I feel like it allows everyone who worked on it to be to kind of feel a bit more freedom working on it, and to kind of just think in a different approach.
It's about being individual, being yourself. Like a chameleon adapts its own colours, it doesn't change colours of what another chameleon tells it to do, it does it itself. I actually charged into this arrangement, and I forced myself into it and said, don't do just music, because not everyone can do music. Do all sorts of art, including music and dance and anything else that involves art. There was even some poetry as well. So basically how people can express themselves, how people can be individual in themselves through all art, not just music.
And I think it allows people, for instance, who have experience or stories to tell, to be able to kind of share that story, and it's somewhere where they can openly speak about it and feel proud about what they've been involved in.
I got the opportunity to play bass with the band in a Pikachu onesie in front of the Deputy Mayor and various other important people, including my family, which I've never done before. I also had the opportunity to work on the sound tech in a live situation, which I've also never had the opportunity to do before.
Yeah, I was hosting, and at first I didn't think I would be able to host it, so I kind of just went, I think I'll be able to host. So I decided to say, I'm going to host, and then thinking it at the back of my mind, I was kind of like, oh no, I don't think I will be able to host it. So I kind of pushed myself, because I kept it at the back of my head I don't think I'll be able to host. So it kind of went. So when it actually happened, I felt more comfortable doing it, and it was the first time I ever did something in front of an audience before. So it kind of pushed myself out of my comfort zone, but then it became more comfortable. So I think now I'll be able to do more things in front of audiences. I didn't know singing could be that enjoyable. When I was doing the sing along at the end, I didn't know where to go, so I just sang along, and it felt really good actually. And And when it ended, I felt like I could do anything.
I think it gives young people the opportunity to do something new and to be able to give them the opportunity to try something creative and see how creativity can help their mental health and be able to know that they're not on their own and that they can try something new and that they can be supported with it and it doesn't need to be a scary thing. But I also think it gives the opportunity for young people to see that something's been made and something that is possible. A few members of our group watched it as well as performed in it, and to see how engaged they were with it and taking pictures of it and talking about it showed that they really enjoyed it. And I think there's not really as much opportunity for that at sort of a community like ground roots level, so to be able to do something that is then themed around mental health and know that actually, well, they're struggling with it and they can still do this, gives them that positive inspiration. When Reese first came to our project, he wouldn't get involved in anything on his own and would always be with other people, and I think where he's come from and where he is now, like, he will stand on a stage on his own fairly comfortably and is really willing to accept challenges and new things. And I think that's where you can see how this has helped him move forward, because before he wouldn't even go to something on his own, never mind stand and want to try new things. So I think that's really positive.
I think it's just such a fantastic night, and it's just such a good idea and a great way to work together. And I think definitely we're thinking of next year, so we've got more time to plan it, getting more young leaders together, more ideas, more good acts.
Lots of people have said, when will it happen again, when will it happen again? So I feel like it's definitely something that people will look forward to now and want to be involved in to make it bigger.
Chameleon lives on. Can take that.
I've been involved. Woo!